Hi, my name is Danny Peters. Today is February 2nd, 2019, and this week we are learning about the lymphatic system within our bodies. So for this video lab, I'm just going to go and point out some important organs that are part of the lymphatic system. Starting off with the thymus. So this one, it will just be located like right on top of your heart, which would probably be about right here, and it just sits right on top of your heart. Then the next part we're going to is the spleen. Let me see. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the spleen. Stop doing that. Okay, so the spleen. Okay. Okay. So the spleen would just be located around this area. It'd be like in between the diaphragm and the stomach, and it kind of just sits right on top of there. Alright. And then my tonsils would just be located right in the back of my mouth, like right at the very back of the mouth, like down in there. And you have like, I think there's a couple more tonsils. There's a couple of tonsils that are located within your face. I can't really remember all of them. But yeah, but the general one is just the one that's right in the back of your mouth that's located up in there. Okay. And then your appendix is actually on, camera. Okay. So the appendix is actually located more down in this area. Sorry, I'm trying to get it better. So more down in this area, right under the down in this area under the intestine. That is where your appendix is. And then the Breyer's patch, which is a bunch of like lymph nodes that's in the body. Sorry, that would be located more onto the left side of it, just as I pointed out to the appendix. To the appendix being on this side, the Breyer's patch would be more located down right here. Sorry about that, my video got cut short, so just going back on to the list of things pointing out. The cervical lymph nodes will be located right here in the throat and the neck. And then the auxiliary lymph nodes would be located down here in the armpits. So just on both sides of them. Yeah, those are the organs of the lymph nodes. Alright, so back again. I'm just going to be going on to part 2 of this video lab, and that is just discussing the flow of lymph throughout the body. So first off, in order to have the intestinal fluid be known as lymph, it must enter the lymph vessels. So first off, starting at the circulatory system of the capillaries, when everything is pushed out from the capillaries and into the fluid that's in our body, everything that is not taken back into the capillaries and put back into the venuses are picked up by the lymph nodes, and this way the lymph node is able to filter and clear out that fluid. And by doing that, it has to go through a system of other things, which is our lymphatic system. And for that, whatever is left in the intestinal fluid is picked up by the lymph capillaries, which is similar to like the blood capillaries when it's the very thinnest, the smallest part of the system. And from there, it will just follow up throughout our body, travel through the lymph vessels, and it'll either go through some lymph nodes, which is stations in the body that are basically filtering out everything, cleaning out the fluid, and then after that, it just travels throughout the body, travels through some larger lymph vessels, up into the lymph trunk, and then finally to the lymph duct system. And with that's just another way to send the lymph back into the veins, and which all the filtered out lymph and everything can return back to the veins and return back to the heart as well. So that's pretty much the gist of how the lymph system works. There's a lot more into it, like how it goes into the spleen or how it could go into the thymus, but the spleen and thymus are more locations where lymphocytes are like I guess born or created there. And lymphocytes are one of the cells in our body that help clean out our lymph. Yep. So that is it for my week 4 video lab. Thank you so much.